Hello everybody and welcome back to Vault Hunters. As always, I am Dor, and today we're actually going to go ahead and try and craft up as many of the vault crystals as we can. So we have 14 in total to go and craft. I have, I think, 1 or 2 ore blocks in my chest over there. So we got kind of lucky with this crystal though. We only need a couple items for each thing. The soul beads we have to actually go out and get. We have everything else right now. Let me go grab that. We need gunpowder, the nether brick, and 2 chorus fruits. So we should have that over here. We got the chorus fruit there. We got the gunpowder and this guy here. And then our nether brick is on the other side of the room here. Let me just dump these into the table really quick. Alright, and that's 3 of the 4 things completed. So the soul bead only spawns in the nether as far as I'm aware. I went ahead and looked it up. It spawns from a mob called a wraith. It looks like a ghost. And the only place those guys spawn apparently is in the soul sand biome in the nether. So I went ahead and flew around a whole bunch to find them. I'm going to go ahead and leave these here so I don't lose them. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the nether. We have a soul sand biome, like I want to say like 2,000 or something blocks out from where we come into the nether here. So let me go ahead and jump on over there really quick. Alright, so here we are. We're right on the border of the soul sand biome, and then we have an ember bog right next to us. And these trees punch through the bedrock. I don't know if I saved time by coming here like this, or if these don't actually go through the bedrock roof. If they don't, then I have to go back to our hole in the roof, which we do indeed. Okay. Well, I thought I would be able to save some time like this, but nope. Okay. Let me go all the way back over there. We got to go back 5,000 blocks, and then we're going to have to fly through the nether to get back over here. So hopefully we can go ahead and do that. I also need to go back to the base and just grab my end chest as well. I forgot about that. So I actually punched a hole through the ceiling with the quartz over here at the quartz desert. So we had a little pillar coming through the roof here, and I just punched a hole down there instead of having to go ahead and trek all the way back to spawn and then find my way all the way back over here. We just had to pretty much go through this one biome, but we are in the soul sand place now, so we just need to go ahead and find some of these ghost guys to go ahead and kill. Right now, all I see are some skeletons, which I don't really need at the moment. Let me see if I can go ahead and get these guys to spawn a little bit here, maybe. There we go. We got our first one right here on the little hill, so let's go ahead and kill this guy. We got 3 of the little soul beads. We only need 1. I do want to kind of get a couple of these, because this is quite a ways out here. I don't want to have to keep making this trip. I'd probably have to punch a hole through the roof over in this area. These guys also, when you kill them, they sound like different mobs in the game. They don't have their own specific sound, it doesn't sound like. I think I got a creeper and a cow or something right there. Is that all the ones in this little area here? We got a couple more down here, or at least 1 more right here. There we go. We got up to 17 so far. I want to try and get a stack before I leave. That would be great. So we gathered up a stack in 23. I also gathered up a bit of the soul sand because I want to see if we build a platform of the soul sand stuff. I don't know if it has to be specifically soul sand or just in the biome. If we can go ahead and get these guys to spawn on the roof like we can with the pigmen. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a try as well. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the hole that I have in the roof here, and then I'm going to come back over here and just build out a platform up in the sky and just see if maybe we can go ahead and get them to spawn up there or not. So this actually does work, but right now it's not spawning anything. It did just spawn, I think, 3 or 4 wraiths, and then I fell off of the platform here on accident. So it should be spawning when we stand on this block here. This is 16 blocks out from the platform, and there's a skeleton. I need you to spawn one of the wraiths, please, if you'd be so kind. Okay, so I don't know what's happening here. We do have some skeletons spawning. The wraiths aren't spawning back. They only spawned once so far, and that was when I was pillaring out here to go ahead and build this little platform to stand on. So far, it's only been the skeletons, and I'm going to guess that maybe this lava lake that we are on the map here isn't actually a lava lake up top. Maybe we have a bunch of land close to the bedrock ceiling, and maybe that's why things aren't really spawning too quick up here. Maybe it gets a little bit quicker if we add multiple layers and see if that works. But right now, I'm honestly not too worried about trying to make a farm out of this stuff. We only need 1 of these beads at the moment, so we're not too stressed to go ahead and farm up a ton of these things right now. So let me go ahead and head on back to the base, because we need to go ahead and complete this crystal and then start the work on the next one here. So let's go ahead and complete this thing here and see if we have enough stuff to go ahead and complete another crystal today as well. We're going to try and do as many of these, like I said, as we can today, so hopefully they're not too bad. We need some diamonds, some more nether brick, what is that? 2 saddles and some blaze rods. I think we have all of that. So we only actually have 3 saddles at the moment. So if we have more things pop up requesting saddles, we're not going to be able to do those today because I don't know if we can actually craft those together on our own here. Can we actually make those saddles? Is that something we can craft in this mode? It is not. Okay, so we either... Oh, we can actually trade for it from a leather worker. So that's one trade we can go ahead and set up. We can also set up a raid farm. That would generate saddles for us by killing those big dudes. And then we can also just find them in chests. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we have enough for the next one here. We have 2 crystals down. Let's see. We need another soul bead. Thankfully, we have a ton of those right now, so I'm not too worried about that. I didn't press the right button. There we go. We need 11 cactus, 14 gold, and 583 andesite. Okay, let me see. We should have the andesite over here. Hopefully we have enough of that. We might not have enough of that. We only have 8 compressed blocks, which is only going to turn into a little bit over a stack. So we need to go mine some of that. The cactus we definitely have because we have a bunch of it in our chest already from clearing out some of the desert here. And then we need some of the gold as well. So let's take a block and break that down so we have enough of that in our inventory as well. We should be able to go ahead and dump this on the table here. And now we need to go ahead and worry about the andesite. So we need another 507 andesite to go ahead and complete this. Let me actually jump back to the other base because we have the mine system there. I think we might have an andesite deposit in that place. I'm not too sure. I don't remember where I gotten the andesite from because we don't have a lot of it. I knew I saw some of this somewhere in our mine system here, but we have a nice big chunk here. I don't think this is going to be 500 worth of andesite, but maybe we get lucky and maybe this is indeed all of the stuff we need. We got another vault crystal there. That's nice. Let's see if... Yeah, this is a nice big deposit. We got a ton of it up there. If we hover over the thing in our inventory, we can see how much we actually have in us at the moment. So right now we are sitting at 125. Let me go ahead and clear up a bit more of this. I'm trying not to hit the lava pocket here. And we hit the lava pocket. That's not great. Let me grab as much of this as I can before it starts getting burnt up. That's not great for us. Okay, we got more than enough andesite now. I'm going to go ahead and head on back to the base. From here on out, when I do go into the vaults, I will be grabbing the compressed blocks. I keep getting told that I should be grabbing those, and I was just kind of ignoring it, to be honest, because I didn't really see a point in it. But if it's going to save us time in crafting the crystals here, then I'm going to go ahead and start picking them up, because apparently it does start getting kind of expensive the further and further in we go into this mod here. Also, while we're dropping the stuff into the table here, I think last episode I said that the cooking with blockheads thing added in like food items that we can go ahead and craft, and maybe we'd get lucky and have some like superfoods and stuff. I think I mixed that up with Pam's Harvest is the mod I was thinking of from other mod packs. I don't think that mod is in this pack, and all cooking with blockheads does is add like a kitchen thing that you can go ahead and build, and then it kind of simplifies the crafting of food items. So if you have fridges and stuff with all the items in it, you can go ahead and interact with one crafting table, and it kind of just makes food items like that. I don't think we're going to really use the mod all that much. It's purely kind of like a decoration thing that I'm not kind of too worried about using. So we'll probably end up using it if we want to go ahead and make food. But right now we only use the golden carrots that we get from our traders over there. So there's really no point in kind of using that other than decreasing the cost of other mods by buying the decoration stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and turn in the rest of this stuff. So we need 27 pumpkins, which I don't think I have. We have 23 redstone, 1 poisonous apple, 1400 netherrack, which I think we do have that. So I do have a bunch of compressed netherrack at the moment. Well, it should be pretty close to the 1400 that we need. So let's see. What are we at right now? We're sitting at 690 with all the uncompressed stuff that we just did. Let's go ahead and fill up our inventory a little bit more here. And, oh, we had that one multiple compressed. Okay, never mind. Now that should go ahead and bump us up. That's 1266. So I don't think we need the whole thing of this thing decompressed, but we should be good now. We have 1700 in our inventory. More than enough to go ahead and complete this thing. So let me go ahead and dump all the netherrack into the table here. Okay, so I think with the pumpkins, we can go ahead and set something up. I already have a melon thing because we needed melons for one of the crystals a while ago. I think I'm going to go ahead and take some of the pumpkin seeds if we have them. We do indeed. Okay. I'm going to go back to base, our other base, our spawn base thing, because I'm going to just break out some of the melon stems and just replace them with the pumpkins here so that we can go ahead and start generating some pumpkins over there instead of having to build a whole little farm thing over here right now. You know what? I actually forgot that we had pumpkins right outside of our base here in the dark oak forest thing here. So I don't think there's 23 of them here, which there is not. But there might be more pumpkins in the thing here. Maybe not. I don't see anything orange on the mini-map. I'm going to go ahead and run through here nonetheless, and maybe there is more pumpkins. That would be kind of cool. Instead of having to go back and build a little farmy thingy at the moment, maybe not. Maybe it's just simpler to go back to base and build this out really quick. So I went ahead and swapped out a few of the melon stems back at the old base like I said, and we got the pumpkins to go ahead and complete this altar. So let's go ahead and do that. I also want to apologize for the last like 2-3 minutes. I think I said about a million times in that time frame, and I just did it again twice there. So my bad. I'm going to try and stop saying the same word over and over and over again. That's completely my bad. So our next crystal, we can't complete at the moment. We need another one of those discs, and we do not have any of those in that chest or this chest. So we need to go ahead and set up a little skeleton killing thing for that. What is this? Nether wart blocks. I'm not sure if that's the stuff that comes from the crimson trees or if that is just nether wart combined into one. We have the sugarcane, we have the nether scrap, the nether, or the sugarcane should be here. We actually don't have that. Never mind, I need to go back to the other base. And the scrap, we just need one of you. So let's dump that into this, like so. We can dump our pumpkins in that chest for right now. This is our 4th crystal of the day. Okay, so we're currently working on the 5th one right now, so it's not that big of an issue. Let's take... Actually, hold on. Let me see if the nether wart that we have right now, which isn't in that chest. I could have sworn it was. Oh, you know what? I am very blind. It's right there, hiding in the list of other stuff. So let's see if this is what it wants. That is not what it wants. Is this a 2x2 little block? That is what it wants. Okay, so we only need 33 of those, which we don't have the nether wart right now. That's back at our other base, still in the ground. So I need to farm up some of that. I need to grab the sugarcane while we're there. And we're also going to go ahead and set up the little skeleton killing thing for our records here as well. So we need some trapdoors and some pressure plates. Let me go ahead and gather that stuff up really quick. So hopefully the fortune on our hoe here actually fortunes the nether wart as well. It does, but we can't actually crouch to grow this. So we do need to go ahead and just wait for this stuff to grow. We need to go ahead and plant some more as well so that we don't have to wait on just 3 of them growing over and over again. That's going to make this take a little longer than it should. We are going to go down to, oops, I went past it. We're going to go down into this cave over here under this base. And I'm going to go over to the other side. This side is kind of not that big or open. The other one over there is kind of more open and kind of bigger than this. Okay, so over here is where we're going to try and set this up. So right now we have a bunch of stuff everywhere, so it's really not going to matter too much. I'm going to plop that there, and I think if we do that, right? Yeah, that works. Okay, so if we go around like this, and we get this creeper to follow us back over here, we should be able to go ahead and trap him into that little trapdoor thing there. And the reason I'm using these stone plates is because I'm pretty sure these are the ones that will go ahead and open back up when we kill this. The items don't keep the pressure plate triggered. All right, this slime is going to be... Yeah, it needs to go. Okay, now we should be good. Hopefully this guy walks onto that. It's actually jumping over the thingy, which I don't want him to be doing. Is there a way I can prevent that? I guess maybe putting a block above would get it to not do that. See if we can get him to walk back into it. There we go. Now it's trapped in there. It shouldn't come back out. We need to go ahead and place another one down and maybe knock out some torches as well. I'm going to try and place the skeleton right about here maybe. Hopefully this is close enough to the creeper. And I'm guessing this little area is dark enough for these guys to keep spawning. So we just had 2 skeletons spawn over there. I still need to knock out the torches just to get creepers and stuff spawning again. So we can't kind of just ignore it. But we need this guy to get a little closer and walk into the trap with this guy if you'd be so kind, Mr. Skeleton. This skeleton is not wanting to cooperate all that much. We have another creeper that spawned over there as well. Can you follow me over here, Mr. Skeleton, buddy? You know what? He's not walking into the trap, but he is shooting the creeper over and over again, so that works nonetheless. It's going to take a couple shots because he doesn't have an enchanted bow, and what did we get? We got a green record. Okay. So if we can get this guy to go into either one of these now that we don't have the creeper there that's going to explode on us, we should be good. He just won't walk forward. Okay, that took an absurd amount of time. I don't know if there was an easier way of doing this. I know in the pack we have the safari nets and stuff, but they're kind of closed off to us at the moment, so we can't actually grab these guys and just move them how we want to move them. But we need to go ahead and name tag this guy so he does not despawn. We got DJ Bones over there. Let me go grab this creeper as well, unless it despawned. I don't see it anymore. It might have despawned. Okay, well, we got another creeper finally. We're just going to have to rinse and repeat this over and over again. Ideally, I would have liked to have a skeleton in there with an enchanted bow, maybe to go ahead and kill these creepers a little bit quicker, but we got to deal with what we got here. If we do get lucky and have one spawn in with an enchanted bow, we'll try and swap him out, I guess. But for right now, this should be good. I think he got out of his little encampment. He did indeed. So I am probably going to go ahead and just block him in then if we get him in there again. That's probably the only way to keep them from getting out over and over again. I need this guy not to be an issue. Go away, please. Let me gather up a little bit of blocks and build a little roof over this thing. Okay, there we go. Now we should have this guy just constantly shooting at us, which should... Oh, I guess he can shoot over the creeper, apparently. But now he should be able to go ahead and target the creeper and kill him. And all we got to do is keep reloading this guy with creepers to go ahead and get our little record farm going here. We got the green record again. Okay, not the one we want, but at least it's another record, I suppose. So that actually took quite a while here. Our name skeleton actually ended up dying. This is just a normal random skeleton without a name tag right now. We don't have another name tag on us, so we can't actually name it. It is going to despawn, but we got 2 of those records now. We have a bunch of other ones as well. So at least we have the record that we need. I will need to go ahead and do this some more just to go ahead and get more records as they come up on the table here. But for right now, this is kind of working. Knock out a few torches and get some creepers stuck in there. It's not really that big of an issue. Okay, so let's go ahead and complete some more of these things here. So we have the record, so let's dump that on the table. We have the sugarcane as well, so that's that done. I have the nether wart right above us right now. I went ahead and planted some, so it starts growing. Again, we can't crouch on this to make it grow any faster, so we just have to kind of wait until it grows. It was not growing when we were doing the creeper thing, so that's kind of a bummer. I figured we were in range for it, but it was not apparently. But yeah, that's going to take a little while for that to grow. Anyways, really quickly, let me see if I can even bone meal it. I don't remember if you can. If we can, then that's great. We have a ton of bone meal right now because I've been trying to harvest up the shroom lights, and all of that stuff goes into bone meal because there's really not much else use for it. Yeah, we can't bone meal this stuff. Okay, so we just need to go ahead and wait for it to go ahead and be harvestable so we can go ahead and turn in that last quest for the table there. So I completely brain farted. It's not just nether wart, right? We don't have to wait for that stuff to grow. We can actually just grow the red crimson trees like I thought we could, and these are going to go ahead and spawn in the things, although it won't grow on this. Why not? Let me grab some netherrack and see if I can get this stuff to spread to it, because maybe it's not working because it's the blackstone stuff. I'm not too sure. You know what? I don't think we can do this at all, because if I put a piece of netherrack down and I bone meal that, it turns it into the blackstone overgrown stuff. It doesn't turn it into the normal crimson stuff like this one does. So this, I already have one in my inventory, but we can go and place this back down and it turns it back into that, just warp manilium. Or nylilium, whatever it's called. So I guess we do have to kind of wait for the nether, or the nether wart to go ahead and grow, because these guys, for whatever reason, they don't grow on this, but in this biome, these trees are there, so I don't know why it's not growing on this specific thing. So I accidentally just lost all of my nether wart, because apparently if you vein mine a thing with crops growing on it, you get the thing that it's growing on, but you don't get the crops back. So I had all my nether wart there. I turned whatever else that I had loose into the blocks, and then I broke the thing, didn't realize that was going to happen, and we have no more nether wart in our base. I thought the cleric sells the nether wart, but he does not. He sells emeralds, or he'll trade nether wart for the emeralds. So now I need to go back into the nether and find some of the nether wart again, because we have absolutely 0 in our inventory. We can't re-break down this stuff until we get into the mods, in which case, I mean, we probably don't need any more of it anyways. But we only need 14 more blocks of it to go ahead and complete this crystal. So I'm going to jump back in the nether, and I am going to go to the nether fortress, try and find some nether wart, unless I've gathered it all up already, in which case I don't know what else we can do. We just need to go to a different nether fortress to get more. And I'm also going to try and swing back by the Crimson Forest thing that we found and see if maybe we can find some more of the normal nether rack stuff, because this is where it's at. I dug a tunnel all the way there when I was looking for the other one, the blue version of the forest. So I don't know if we can get lucky and find one of the normal netherrack while we're there so we can start growing the trees to speed this process up. But I need to go back down the hole and over to the nether fortress, which I think is over here. We also have one right here. That might be easier to get to as well. Anyways, let me go ahead and deal with this because we're still nowhere near done completing this crystal just yet. So I actually think this is one of the mod pack biomes that you can go ahead and get generated. So it's not actually a normal Crimson Forest. This is all the Blackstone stuff. So for whatever reason, we can't bone meal the mushrooms to grow the trees, but there's plenty of them here. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is just grab up a bunch of the nether wart blocks, because that's what we need. And then I need to go ahead and find a nether fortress, hopefully close by to here so I don't have to go too far. But worst case scenario, I just go back to the other one and try and find some more nether wart. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and gather up that nether wart off camera here. But for right now, let's go ahead and complete this crystal. So that's the end of that one. Let's go ahead and make that. I am going to just put that in my inventory, I suppose. Let me grab this guy. Let's see if we have enough to complete one more crystal for today. And what do you know? The next crystal wants nether wart. What are the chances of that happening? That's not great for me. I have the cobble, I have that, and I have that, so that's not an issue. We can go ahead and dump that stuff onto the table. I could have sworn I had a stack of nether wart in this box. I took like, what was it, like 20 something, 30 something, and I turned it into the ones that we turned into the table right away. But I don't know. I don't think I've made that many potions. Like, I have a ton of potions. I'm not worried about that. I have that thing full, and then I have this chest over here full. But it's only one nether wart per, what is that, 3 potions. So, I mean, I don't think I've torn through all of our supply of that stuff. And it doesn't really help that it did that when I broke the soul sand. So that kind of stunk. So let me grab the cobble. We do have that. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and dump all this onto the table as well. And that is the cobble dealt with. I guess I need to go and find the nether wart now. I was going to leave that to not have to be done right now, but it looks like I need to go find that. So let me go ahead and run back into the nether. Or, yeah, that's probably the best case, right? We really can't go ahead and get it any other way that I know of. We can kill witches and have a chance of them dropping it, but I don't know where witches normally spawn, like in abundance, other than just trying to chance and get them to spawn. So we're actually in a different nether fortress because the other one that we have a waypoint on, we've already looted all the nether wart from it. So luckily enough, we found some in this chest. I have not seen any on the ground like normal where the staircase things are. I can't find those staircases in this fortress at all. So I'm just going to take this 7 that we just found in here and just leave. I'm not going to bother with actually trying to clear this place or loot it completely or whatnot. I'm really not too worried about it. Okay, finally, we have enough of the nether wart to go ahead and turn this in. So let's go ahead and do that and get done with this crystal finally. Now, we didn't get enough of these, or we didn't actually do a lot of these crystals like I was kind of anticipating. I wanted to go ahead and make a decent dent into the little stockpile that we had. But we did go ahead and make 6 crystals, so that's going to be a couple days worth of vault runs there, which is not too bad. But since we only made 6, we still have another 8 of them ready to go, so hopefully we can go ahead and make a good dent in those as well next time. I need to go ahead and set this up just to go ahead and grow, because the whole little mess up of vein mining the soul sand and losing all of the nether wart really kind of derailed today's episode, to be honest. That kind of took a lot longer to kind of rebound from than anything else I've done so far, which is not that great. We also have the ice thing over there, right? I've been working on that in between episodes here, and we pretty much have the outside wall done. I've just been going through and taking out the ice and replacing it with dirt so we can go ahead and swap stuff in for the farms and stuff. We also have the ability to go ahead and unlock Snad, which is one of the mods in this pack, which I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and have a redstone pulse on these things to make it grow even faster. So there's a dirt variant, there's a sand variant, a red sand variant, and then there's a soul sand variant as well. So when we go about making the farms over in the ice place, the sugarcane farm, the soul sand, and then the cactus farm, those are all grown on sand related stuff. Or we can grow the sugarcane on dirt if we want, but we're going to put it on snad. So when we do that, we're not going to actually make a big farm, because if the snad works like it works in Sky Factory packs, then we're just going to go ahead and have a redstone pulse maybe on like 4 or 8 pieces of snad, instead of having a massive piston farm thing pushing and breaking stuff and lagging out my game here. But yeah, that's what we're going to go ahead and do next Thursday, hopefully, unless we somehow blow through all 6 of those crystals on Monday. I don't think we're going to do that, to be honest. But anyways, one more thing before we go ahead and wrap up. Is there anybody in the comments that knows which mods these guys come from? So this guy is an electrician. He's not a vanilla guy. The vanilla guys go with all of these things down here. I kind of know what the vanilla guys go into. So I don't know what workstations go to what. I think this guy goes to this transformer thing, because that's what I found him next to when I found him. So if we plop that there, we should be able to plop him in there. And he has the immersive engineering stuff as his trades. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have a ton of these guys down. We might, kind of depending on how expensive that mod is once we get into it. But I don't know how we go about getting the other guy that we found earlier in the episode here. So the saddle guy that sells the stuff, the leather worker. I don't know how we get this guy. If I click on him, he doesn't show me anything else. It doesn't show me what his workstation is to get him to spawn in as this guy or anything else. I don't know what mod they are a part of other than the villager thing when we hover over the guy. But I think that is the other mod that has the little cube thing that they're built into. But yeah, if anybody knows what workstations go to what villagers that aren't vanilla guys, that would be great to know, to be honest, so we can go ahead and start kind of getting some of those guys squared away. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.